Without objection.
Thank you. Few things are harder in this job than when you have to say goodbye to a member of your team. With all of the time we spend together, it's impossible not to grow close to the men and women who make up that team. Team members become our colleagues, our friends, our families. I'm here on the floor today to recognize and bid farewell to a valued and integral member of my Senate family who, after more than 5 years, is leaving to start the next chapter of her career. She is my State Communications Director, Sarah Hottman. During her time on Team Merkley, Sarah has not only helped communicate my message to the people back home in Oregon about the work I'm doing on their behalf here in D.C., but she has used her well-connected ear to the ground to help keep me in the loop on issues evolving back home. I've come to depend on her to keep me on the right track. She never shies away from delivering hard truths when they're needed. She has used her vast experience in all different facets of the communications world, as a reporter, as a communications director for a municipality, as head of strategic communications for the Oregon Zoo, to help deliver our message to the people of the state. It doesn't hurt that in her spare time, Sarah is a prolific kickboxer, so when she tells me something, I listen. She has been a real leader in our team, including her participation in our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Steering Committee. And she has done an amazing job time and time again putting together state events. We've traveled all across our sizable state for events that included press conferences to announce policies, press conferences to hear from stakeholders in our state, for example, roundtables with nurses and medical professionals who are on the front lines of fighting the pandemic. And our events included town halls, a gathering with community leaders in every county every year, followed by a public town hall with people to ask any question that they want. And our events included tours of state disasters. She expertly organized every event, ensuring media exposure and successfully striving to bring together a wide variety of expert and local voices to ensure that I was always learning more insights and perspectives on the issues that face us. And at the end of the day, as we prepared to overnight somewhere around the state in preparation for another long day, she always knew the perfect local watering hole for the team to post up at, to reminisce on how things had gone and to recover in preparation for the day that follows. And when something went off the rails unexpectedly, she found a way to turn it into an opportunity. When I was surveying damage to a town incinerated by the 2020 Labor Day fires, I became so immersed in examining the fire damage that the rest of the delegation went on to the next event, and suddenly I realized we were left behind. And she didn't miss a beat. She used that time to gather more of the local community members who had been so impacted by the devastation, losing their homes. She managed to find a reporter who had also been left behind and arranged an impromptu one-on-one exclusive. So I utilized that opportunity to learn more and to communicate more when it could have just been a misstep. Well, that's what she does, turn missteps into opportunities. Cool and calm under pressure. She has a way of making everyone feel important and seen. She connects with folks everywhere she goes. Thinking back to one town hall we did in early 2020, before the pandemic had shut things down. It was a small gathering in a classroom of a local school. But in that group was a young girl who was simply entranced by Sarah. And throughout the town hall, she was following her around, imitating when Sarah would take photos, asking questions of Sarah even though the town hall was underway. And Sarah, being the person she is, kept answering those questions, kept letting the girls shadow her, still managing to get all of her work done while also inspiring this admirer. That's kind of just the charming ability to connect with folks and to stay calm in unexpected situations that have made traveling around the state, long, busy travel days, a real joy for the entire team. And when the pandemic turned our world upside down in March of last year, she used her leadership and her organizing skills to help me and the entire team transition to the new virtual world we were suddenly thrown into. She turned our town halls and our weekly sessions with local Oregon reporters and television stations into virtual events, so I could continue to provide information and connect with constituents during this extraordinary national crisis. She led the charge in updating our website to provide a one-stop shop of resources for residents and local businesses for information on how to get the help they needed. To say that Sarah will leave a large hole in our team when she heads off to her new responsibilities would be an understatement. Every member of our office, whether in Washington, D.C. or back home in Oregon, is going to miss her bright smile, her sharp wit, her infectious energy, her brilliant mind, not to mention that we will also miss her border collie, Liz, who has been a therapy dog for all of us. Sarah, if you are watching, and I hope you are, know that we all on the extended Team Merkley family wish you well in the next phase of your career. Thank you for all you have done these past 5+ years, and thank you for all you will continue to do to help build a better world for the people of Oregon and the people of our nation. Thank you, Mr. President, and I note the absence of a quorum.
The clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Baldwin.